How did I become a marine biologist? Well, largely by accident. I initially wanted to be a forester because I was working as a lumberjack, and I couldn't do that because they wouldn't let me go on a course, so I went for marine biology because it sounded like fun, and in the end it's become the love of my life, and here I am. So the thing I'm most proud about with my involvement in ICES is a working group called WK Irish Workshop on the Irish sea ecosystem. And I guess the reason I'm really proud of it is because it was a collaboration between ecosystem scientists, which is what I think of myself as being, with fish stock assessors and with guys from the industry, fishermen, working fishers. And the actual project we were doing was trying to explain why the Irish Sea had become less successful as a fishing ground. And the fishermen asked for this study, so we were doing it responding to the stakeholders. And then they really engaged with it, and we got some great results out of it. And but the really marvellous thing was that the fishers were with us for the whole journey, and by the end of it, they understood ecosystem models and were asking sensible questions of it. And just the whole thing was just the most impressive single piece of work I've done. And ICES allowed me to do that, so that's my most proud moment. The most inspiring aspect of my career, by far probably, is the chance I get to work with young scientists at the start of their career. I've always found this incredibly stimulating. They're smart, lively, switched on, sparky people. And the ability to work with people like that it keeps me sort of semi-young. And it's the ability to help train these guys, but they develop themselves, and then see them go on to careers in marine science. We have people, I have ex-graduates of mine who are now working for the European Commission, governments around the world. So I think the thing that inspires me the most is the young guys that I have to work with. The most important lesson, I mean, that's one of those questions where you think it'll depend on the day you ask me. I think probably the most important thing I've learned is that it's actually quite difficult to try and be at the leading edge of something. We often end up with ideas that are ahead of their time. So for instance, from WK Irish, which I spoke about earlier, it's something that perhaps that people aren't quite ready for, and so you get a lot of kickback from other parts of the system. And so I think the thing that I've learned the most is to not get too annoyed about that and just keep on keeping on and pushing out the message until somebody starts to pick it up and run with it.